once in 1,000 years or so do we get to hear a Mozart, or see a Picasso, read a Shakespeare. Ali was one of them.
If you want to understand this titanic personality,
Champ is here! The champ is here!
the citizen of the world, you have to understand where it all began.
Never fight. They will say in this corner from Louisville, Kentucky.
What kind of place made him the greatest?
My father had a recurring dream. He said, I used to dream that I was running down Broadway in downtown Louisville, and all of the people were gathered in the street, waving at me and clapping and cheering my name. I waved back, and all of a sudden, I just took off flying.
Wake up all the teachers, time to teach a new way. Maybe then they'll listen to what you have to say. They're the ones who's coming up, and the world is in their hands.
This is an ABC News special report.
The boxer once named Sportsman of the Century has died this evening.
Prime Minister David Cameron has tweeted he was a champion of civil rights and a role model for so many people.
मोहम्मद अली के निधन पर भारतीय बॉक्सर विजेंदर सिंह ने गहरा दुख
The world has lost a legend with the death of Muhammad Ali.
दिग्गज मुक्केबाज और 3 बार के हेवीवेट वर्ल्ड चैंपियन मोहम्मद अली.
Most influential athletic and cultural figures, certainly of the 20th century.
Feels like it's getting a little too heavy. Cause everything is breaking down on me.
Ali has been struggling with Parkinson's for more than 30 years. He had been hospitalized in Phoenix since Thursday with breathing issues.
By the time I got to the hospital and ESPN cameras are already there around the outside of the hospital, I was just trying to be strong for my mother. You know, you try to stay strong because there's 8 other children of his that are there and grandkids.
Each one of us had our own special time with him, each one of us. We were all crying, and then all of a sudden, this bell goes off, like in a boxing ring. It was like the heart monitor or something. And I says, Daddy, I says, that's your standing 8 count. Get your ass up.
You're just trying to keep your composure because everybody else is breaking down.
You never want to make that decision. You mean life support, and that's a tough decision to make because your body can't hang on after the machines are off, but Daddy hung in there for hours. It's like he was saying his goodbye to all of us. Even the doctor was like, this never happens.
When we heard the news, time stopped. The world stopped, took a deep breath, and sighed.
It's very rare where a figure captures the imagination of the entire world.
Really a legacy unlike anyone before or since.
It's as if Mount Rushmore fell down. Such a force that it didn't seem logical that he could be dead.
I sat there in tears for a few minutes. I was a grown adult and had grown children, and I still felt like he was leading the way. So it was devastating.
Ali's hometown is reacting to his death. We've just learned about it, of course.
The night that he passed away, I didn't sleep because I didn't think it was real.
It would just seem like a half of me passed.
You knew something had shifted in the world.
I was numb for a while, and I still struggle with it. I didn't want to believe it could ever happen. I always thought Muhammad was Superman.
Even in his declining health, your superhero doesn't die.
When he got to the place he couldn't do for himself, I felt that that was a blessing that he's in a better place.
One of the very first thoughts I had was, I hope we honor him correctly.
Oh,
Oh.
We always knew that Muhammad belonged to the world, but he only had one hometown. And so we knew that we had to answer this question in a very short period of time. How do you say goodbye to the greatest?
Please,